Welcome, inspiring associates, to the Sanctum Sanctorum, my home as the Sorcerer Supreme, Cozy Snap, where everybody's welcome to play Marvel Snap's newest game mode. Come, let me show you around. Everybody's invited. Except you guys. I'll stay outside. All right, welcome into the Sanctum, guys. The title there, Mastered, is probably a little bit of an overstatement. I did get to play the game mode for about a week early in efforts to help the Snap team make an ad. If you haven't seen it, go to their channel. Probably one of the most fun times I've had making an ad. Wanted to just break down, though, what I have experienced as easily probably not only the best decks, but also just the individual best cards. And I think you're going to be surprised that there's stuff from, free-to-play stuff to, obviously, more recent and new cards. Right away, a lot of people are commenting that they have to pay gold to play the game mode. Be sure to reload the game. I think you get 12 scrolls just so I can avoid, I don't know, the comments on that. And let's go to start with the cards. Again, I think there's gonna be more stuff that develops over time. This is kind of the initial day one stuff, but this stuff does work really well, guys. And we're gonna hop into some games right after this. My first games of Showdown on the live server to test some of these out. Now, Scream is the first one we're gonna start out with, and is easily, I think, the best card in this mode. Mainly because your objective is to hold down locations that constantly move, and Scream is great at holding down one spot and then using other cards that happen to be move disrupting cards to get their cards out of the location, and then you continue to gain power and also move power with overstated cards. Also, on top of that, within this game mode, in general, move cards are extremely strong. Something like Vision is a powerhouse in this game mode, and Scream keeps that in check. I think this is the MVP of the game mode. Keep that in mind. We're going to go over the decks, but, just to point out a couple of the cards here. Rocket and Raccoon. I know the first two I said are newer cards. Don't worry, there's plenty of good ones that aren't newer, but both of these felt really good. Obviously, any of the Guardians of the Galaxy, Star-Lord, Gamora, Rocket, probably would still avoid Groot and Drax. Groot is okay because turn 3 is when you get access to the double points, and that's a nice kind of, 2-for-1 play there. But these two stand out really good as well, just soaking up points with both of them. Always solid. Obviously, Polaris and Spider-Man, cards that are going to help you with your Scream and Disrupt. But I'm pretty shocked, guys, that one card in particular did not get banned, and that's going to be Cannonball. Man, Cannonball alongside Scream feels so dominant to put in just about any deck. Cannonball is going to move the highest powered card, so in the clutch, you're going to have a lot of games that come down to the wire, and Cannonball is like that last turn, easy lane winner. Freaking love Cannonball. I think he's done a good job for me so far. And then all your other, kind of move disrupt cards, you're going to see more of that. There's a lot in the move category. We're not going to go through all of them. Stegron, Miles Morales, just good value cards. Being able to play a Polaris and a Miles is spreading yourself with a good amount of power out early, which helps significantly ramp up in the mid to late turns. The early turns just don't matter all too much in this game mode, and that, Miles is going to help out awesome there. Same as cards like Jeff, Madam Web. Those are very good ones as well. I think I just said Vision earlier. That's going to, tag along these names. Now, outside of these cards, okay, 2-for-1. The 2-for-1 specials. The Miss Marvels, all right? The Miss Marvels of the world, Mr. Fantastic, and Claw. Love all of these. They're 3, 4, and 5 in cost as well. I feel like Miss Marvel is great for most decks. You can do Doom in there. That's going to help you spread yourself wide as well. Claw's a 2-for-1. Getting a 1 location, but boosting another, or, trying to get into a location that's, maybe you can't play into. These felt strong in my testing too, and I kind of put these with my move deck. You'll see that in a bit. But love the 2-for-1 specials, as I like to call it. Now, other than that, let's talk about and break down some other categories that are good before we go into the decks. Zoo. I think Zoo's going to be a highly popular choice, mainly because a lot of people have access to Zoo. I will say that Shauna is a little bit of a gamble, but a huge MVP. Locks down a lot of lanes all at the same time. Great one-cost cards in the game. Shauna is insane in this game mode. With Marvel Boy. I think Marvel Boy is important to have if you're going to play Zoo, but you can play it without him. Definitely, though, he felt like he really gave my decks a much better shot if I was playing Zoo, and so keep that in mind. Those two together, always solid. Quicksilver, the newest card, Captain America. Both of these, obviously, you're going to be able to play Quicksilver all the time. Combine that with a Wiccan deck when we talk about ramp is going to be good. Sam Wilson, Captain America. I mean, this dang shield can start out in a lane just getting you 1 power. Clearly good. Not going to be mad about that. And then, Quicksilver you can play pretty fast. So anything in the zoo category, Hydra Bob, another just stupid value card. Obviously, like Lizard and Maximus, these cards are good because they're good value early, and there's a deck I have to capitalize on that, but Hydra Bob should be in most decks if you have him. I think he's just too good, and you're able to snap every turn, starting from turn 3, so you can move him around, which helps Craven a lot. It didn't mention him in the move section, but solid as well. There's also just good catch-all. You should put them in every deck also kind of cards, and that's going to be, I think Iron Patriot is really solid as well, because it makes your opponent try to win that location, but also the Sanctum's going to appear on turn 3, and so they're trying to decide which way to go, what to do, and then you could get a massive discount early, get yourself like a Coal Obsidian, whatever, and slam that down, and good luck for that guy catching up to that location. He can be a game winner a lot of the times. And Makari, believers rejoice. Makari, obviously random, but giving you immediate priority on a location is huge, and it's going to definitely help out trying to get those early points and or later if you draw her. Always feels good to get Makari. Other than that, another name that kind of works with the priority, you guys have played this game long enough to know, Negasonic, big standalone winner. Really enjoyed her in this game mode. I think she worked out in the majority of decks that I put her in. Didn't always put her in, but I did enjoy her in the decks that I had her. And another kind of sleeper, and I think people aren't going to guess this one as much. Havoc, very risky. You don't want to play him right away, but man, there can be a lot of turns in this game mode sometimes, and Havoc, man, just feast on the power. Put him in a deck with a lot of low cards like the Guardians and these high value Hydra Bobs and whatnot. I like Havoc. I think he's going to shine as well. And then lastly, for like kind of the standalone cards that I think are good, Doom 2099 is obviously just got nerfed, but just playing the deck with him with Iron Lad and Doom and Iron Man, you're kind of like saving up for the end game, no pun intended, and definitely just solid. Did good in my matches. I think if you're going to play Doom, you want to lean towards the ramp cards that also do well. So obviously playing Psylocke in most decks, getting that 4 out early, or Luna. These are just easy. Zabu. Ramp cards are going to clearly do solid in the game mode as well. Those were the main like standout cards. There are others that go wild, but with that, I want to go ahead and talk about the decks and kind of tell you about which ones I think are good day one. Try to win right away, and then we'll jump into some testing. All right, to nobody's surprise, Move Disrupt, top of the list. There's a lot of ways to play this deck and build this deck. This is the one that I played for this game mode, and I loved it. I loved having Miss Marvel in there and Cannonball. And obviously you have Scream Down early. That's just going to feast. Hydra Bob is doing well. Craven can find his way in this deck a lot for Rocket, Raccoon, and Groot, so you can definitely go that route. Plenty of, plug and play cards can be swapped with the ones that I just mentioned. But this is such a good core base that is going to give you massive value to get out there early and then also win late and stretch wide with certain cards. So this was one of my favorites to play, and definitely one that I won with a lot. The next deck is Value Disrupt, and honestly, this deck just had a good play every single time. You have Darkhawk for the late turns, Stature Black Bolt for the late turns, Shang-Chi for a little bit of tech, but you don't need a lot of combos, and this is just kind of a good curve deck that has great value on most turns. Black Widow can be devastating in the game mode. Iron Patriot gives you value. Moon Knight, you get the disrupt, but also the value. And in general, I had a good time. I thought this deck did pretty well for me. Now, ignore Hydra Bob, or you could definitely swap Taskmaster. I wanted to go like super traditional with this deck, but Classic Shuri, man. Classic Shuri was awesome in this. Vision can carry his own heavily, and then just getting a 0 into Lizard, even though Lizard's not in here, you could replace him for Hydra or Taskmaster. And just going with these kind of tried and true good value cards. Even something like Red Skull can hold his own if you don't zero him. Having the move option, doubling down a card. You've got armor to protect yourself a little bit. You can consider swapping her out. Scar is always solid. Surtur can go in the deck, but Classic Shuri was fun. Now this deck I'm calling Value Mart. Same kind of premise as the Disrupt Value. Outside of just having pretty much a good play every single turn. This is the Havoc deck that I was referring to. You got Maximus in here, Iron Patriot for the value, Captain America as well, just slamming down his thing. And then you got some tech in here, so it does work out well. And combine that all with like Galacta, boosting everything up, keeping that solid. This deck definitely felt like it was hard to beat for a lot of decks out there because you have some tech options with a lot of cards that can just stack up. Now, next up, we've got a Guardians deck, and there's a lot of plug-and-play cards you can have in here, but we've got Luke Cage, first of all, just because Diamondback is the new card. Scream is all over the game mode, but I love this deck. I mean, you finally get to use all the Guardians of the Galaxy. A lot of priority moves because you know where they're going to play. Captain America and his shield getting out there first. Werewolf by Night is so fun in this. I can understand if you don't want to play them, but being able to hop to different locations and get that extra power is just, it's a fun, fresh feel, and it actually makes the card feel pretty good. And then everything else is just curve plays, right? I would say Gorr is also replaceable, but there's a lot of on reveals, and he's a nice big power finisher presence. For the most part, like, all these cards did cook. I mean, you could definitely Negasonic, whatever, to make it your own, but this one was a lot of fun too. And last but not least, guys, here's my Doom 2099 deck. I do enjoy the archetype. If you do, it does well in here. It's a little bit slow out the gate, so don't be discouraged because it does well in the later turns, but definitely just wanted to show you guys this so you had something to play if you enjoyed this card. So those are the decks I think are going to do really good on day one. Keep in mind, guys, like Patriot, Surfer, the traditional decks still do very well, but these kind of plug-and-play cards need to be in there, and you want to focus less on combos. All right, so listen up, Inspiring Sorcerers Supremes. We're going to go with Move Disrupt. Definitely the best of the decks in my testing. It was against bots, so much different, but I still think it's going to dominate even in live play. I'll tell you this, typically I have my own music. It is a bop. I think this is such a good soundtrack. So here we go, guys. Let's see what we can do. Tinker's Workshop to start out. You guys can see the deck over there on the left side. A little bit of a different layout than I typically have for a bunch of reasons. Mainly because I wanted to look at this beautiful new game mode or game board. It's our first new one. So Hydra Bob, obviously starting off. I guess we'll go and just get him out on that first location. Give a nice little point to our name. I'm telling you, I'm going to be using this soundtrack in like a lot of my content, no question. Daily Bugle, get a copy. So this guy could be playing Shuri, for all we know. Don't get a turn 2 card. Bummer, no 2 cost. But this guy's not playing anything. Lucky for us, he has a deck with no cards in it. Miles Morales, all right, okay. Well, it's great that we could discount him if we had cards to move, which we don't. So that's a bummer. But we officially have the Sanctum location online. We're gonna snap. He's snapping too. I don't know why he would do that, but there we go. We have 6 points to our name. I suppose I need to make these little deck things a little bit smaller, huh? Yeah, my bad, guys. Let me just make that a little bit, just a little bit smaller, right? So he snapped to move my Bob. We're up 8-0. Pretty clean start. Car's gonna go down, and we have these two. Ooh, man, I suppose we got a lot we could do. I mean, honestly, do we super stack this size? He can't beat 10, right? There's no way he's beating 10. I think we just snap out the gate. Do we just overcommit here? I'm okay with that. As long as Makar doesn't jump there, we're gonna overcommit. Why not? He's about to lay down the boom with Sauron cards, so we need to make sure we stop his shenanigans. Like, this could be a Typhoid. Yeah, there she is. Okay. We beat that by 2. Our card goes down. How many points do we have, man? 14? We're cooking. We don't even have Scream and we're cooking. And there she is. All right, we just need to win the left lane. Or these other two. We honestly just win, right? These need to be different costs, right? Bummer. We have same cost. Do I just lay on this thick boy? Like, we just know he can't beat that many points? Yeah, we don't even have to snap. Let's just win this thing, huh? Oh, we got another copy of that? Okay. Ooh, he made it close. He tied it. We only got 1 point for that. Interesting. Okay. I mean, we win, right? There's nothing this guy can do. We might as well just play down our cards. I mean, do we... I don't know. Do a little bit of that. Let him have the Sanctum. Let him feel good for 1 turn. Yes. Did win that one, my friend. Gets a couple points. Gets 6 points to his name. It wasn't a clean sweep, but we did get our first game underway in the Sanctum. You can't beat the Sorcerer. Cannot beat the Sorcerer Supreme, my friend. I created this Sanctum. I think. Ooh, okay. So we get 15 points. You want to win by as many points as you can because you do get those. So if you get like 20 points or whatever, you want to win with that. And there we go. Look at us building up from the novice rank. Shop-wise, definitely going to go with the new pulls. Laufey is the objective. Uncle Ben is the non-objective. And Gorgon's fine. I like Gorgon. He's going to be really important for Agamotto's month. In here, dude, I'm tempted for a couple of these. If these don't show up in the shop, it'd be so cool to have an exclusive. Like, having that is such a flex. I might go for the Jeff. Everything else is probably a hard pass. I do like I've come to bargain. I hate titles, but I like this. Let's get Hydra Bob out there. After turn 3, add the Destroyer to the winning side. That's pretty bad. I don't know if we want that. Although, it's not terrible. Like, this might be interesting to grab. This might be interesting to grab if the Sanctum's over there. Depends what we put out there. All right. Clintar, no 2 costs. Can't get Scream on curve because, of course, skip this turn. We could not even snap if we wanted to. Jeff goes down. He's got a Red Hulk deck. Okay. The Raft. This is the one worth 4. Hello. This is great. So we got 7 on here. If he snaps, he moves Bob, which is honestly, he should just snap on me here. We're not going to snap. We don't want to move Bob. And he is just going to go for the Destroyer. Okay. We can have it, my guy. All right, so if the Sanctum's over there to the left, we lose. He can have that Sanctum, right? But it's in the middle, sucker. All right, let's go ahead. Do we want to put that down, or do we want to... I don't mind this. And this. These are all going to turn into... this is pretty bad, right? Do we just dedicate a 5er there? We don't want to dedicate this, do we? Maybe we snap and we just see if Bob's willing to sacrifice himself. Let's see if Bob's willing to go the distance. Oh, the only problem is... Uh-oh, that's an issue. Silk is going to go somewhere else. That's no good. All right, you can have the Raft. Dude, he'd even go for the middle. We're getting a lead on this guy. I think he's feeling confident. Okay. Rocket and Groot are eating. Nice. All right. Yo, he has 2 Red Hulks. One of them was a 0. I saw that. Oh my gosh. We're going to have to win now strategy if we want any hope for this thing. I mean, he's just going to do Red Hulk over here. Right? So we don't have much of a shot to win that one. Do we just stack up other lanes? I think for now... We're just going to put this here. I don't mind. You know what? I'll go with Miss Marvel now. We're going to go with Miss Marvel now. What did he just get? What are you? Miles? Okay. Man, that was a hell of a move. Okay. 11 of 10. He kind of caught up. We need to win middle. He's going to play another Hulk. Let's get that down. We could play Doom now as well. Do we go all in here? I don't think so. This is probably just better than playing Doom. Oh, you know what, dude? Let's just snap. Let's just snap and try to win this middle. All right, we're going to try to win the middle. We're going to go all in. All in for the middle, and we can win this guy. Even though we got a free Red Hulk, man. Survive. Oh, that's a big card. We take a point and we tie. Oh my god, it's clutch. Hydra Bob, you... There's no one. Listen, as the Sorcerer Supreme, I saw the million of opportunities to win that, and there's only one way to win. It was Hydra Bob being an absolute Chad. Yo, I can't believe we won that. All right, so we're going to switch things up a little bit. Going to go to Value Disrupt, which is exactly what it sounds like. Disrupting with value. I like the deck. I think it's good. We have Iron Patriot in here too, which I always love to play. Don't want to just do Scream. Got to keep things fun. Interesting. But yeah, Scream is probably the best deck for this. I don't know. It seems like it at least. You need a Hydra Bob that's willing to commit too. Free Luigi. Got the cap shield down. Oh, that lucky man. Lucky man. Definitely just hit him with this, right? Then we can play Patriot and Jeff together. You can have your point. You can have your point, Luigi. Nova Roma. Interesting. I like that. Early Cassandra's always fun, man. Always fun, but we're definitely going to go with Iron Patriot. Do we want to Iron Patriot that lane or Jeff it? Because, like, we know he's going to play some stuff over there, right? He's going to try to get his little points. We're just going to play over here. All right. The Alliance is nice. The Sanctum's in the middle. So there's two things we could go for, right? We could go for the long game or the short game. If we move him here, we can test a little bit. We don't worry about Alliance. This is a 3-6. We get 9 in the middle. We're going to snap on it. I think he has something he could play here much better than I could do, but we're going to ship that. Jeff moving to the left side is probably smarter. Ooh, you know, maybe we should save that. Oh, I can't undo my actions. Oh, yeah, I can. Okay. We're going to save this, actually. I snapped prematurely because I moved my Jeff here. I don't know if that's the best thing for me to do, though. I'm going to be honest. I think I'm going to let him have this. I'm going to let him have this one. We're going to let him have those 5 in the middle. Let him have it. We're going to discount that. We got the Jeff moving before the screen. Alliance massively discounted. Sanctum doesn't want to go to the left side. It hates us. We don't have priority, so Alliance is not as good. But it is a 2-9. But we don't want to play that. I think we might just play Alliance for the power. It feels nasty, but we're going to do it. It's too good to pass up. We're going to snap again. This Hydra Bob is going to get decimated. So we don't want to snap. That was stupid of me. That's okay, though. We now have this guy to the left. He can move. He likes his odds, so he's snapping on grabbing that. There's a by 5 there. I say we let him have it. He wants to move my Hydra Bob as much as possible, right? Which makes sense. We could, because this is kind of a wash turn, we could play the Moon Knight here, discard something of his, let him have the points again. It's dangerous. And then we have a 1-6 play where we have the stature. I think I'm just going to go with this middle. We need the Sanctum to go back to the middle, my friends. Okay. It did not, which is a bummer. He does go first, so if we expect he has something good, we could just punt it. He's probably going to cannonball or something over there. But we can't let him win, right? Under no circumstances. We're going to hope this is enough. And we're going to snap on it, because that's our best shot. We could... Oh, he retreated. That's a bummer. I can't believe I won that. I'll be honest. I don't think I thought I was going to win that. We leveled up. We are up to an initiate. I might do a whole nother video. This was like more of a sample video of the cards and decks to play. But I might do a video going from like, I don't know, going on a massive win streak here. Because I just feel so confident. We'll do one more with Classic Shuri. How about that? Maybe I should do Diamondback for that other video. Okay, let's do one more Classic Shuri. I don't feel as confident in this deck, but I think we have a shot. Oh, hello, Paradox. Asteroid M will be fun. I like the idea of Maw going out early. Let's just get Maw. Well, no. We're going to start with Hydro Bomb because we need to see if we can get Soran, right? That's the whole goal. Ooh. E. Just try to get as much value as we can right now. We might need to play Maw next turn. Oh, wow. I thought he was going to beat that for sure. The beginning turns just don't matter. You're just trying to set up, right? That's the goal. Avengers Compound. We did get the Sauron play, which is going to be massive. We'll put it here, even though he should snap and try to move my Bob. He's leaving. Victory. Okay. That didn't go according to plan. What do we get? A couple points there. Scroll back. Why would you leave on that? That's just you burning scrolls, my guy. Okay, Mirror Bright. We got 0 to start off, but nothing to play with it. But I will go ahead and play on the Abbey because 1, we get a point. 2, 2 cards we get to draw. But this could suck. That does nothing for us. Okay. Hopefully he doesn't play 2 cards. Play here, Mirror Bright. This Enchantress variant has got to be banned in the Sanctum. This is way too much goon going on here. Star-Lord. Hello. Machine World. Hey, look at that. We still can't play anything. This isn't good. We have like 5 cards in our low deck we can't play. Taskmaster should not be in here. I just want to do like super classic Shuri. He didn't play anything either. Yo! Just go with the big play, huh? We're going to go with the Xandar Special. We're going to Typhoid this. Definitely play Vision next turn. I don't think we had time to set up for Shuri. Because 0's down, that's all we're going to have, so... What is this, like a Groot? Is he going to go... Yeah, he's going like heavy Guardians. Good on him. Good on him. Not enough, though, sir. Not enough. All right, we got 8. Hydra Bob. We could do Hydra Bob. We want to do that. What are we trying to win? This right side? Machine World? I mean, this certainly wins it. I think he can go Gamora now, which is what I'm worried about. So I don't want to snap because I don't want to move Bob. I just want to like straight up win this location. If he goes Gamora, though, he just gives me that Gamora. And at that point, it's like, thank you, friend. Okay. Things are looking good for the classic Shuri. Where's the last location? Dead mid. Interesting. Too bad we didn't play that in reverse because that would have been great. We could go just Red Skull and see if we can outmatch the power here. I think we're going to do that. And we're going to snap 2 to see if we can move the Hydra Bob into the right location. Oh boy, he did max it out, so that is not doing a lot for us over here in the Steggy. That's a lot happening. We did snap, so that is going to move. Oh my god, Hydra Bomb has been so clutch for us, man. It's not going to be enough, though, to win the middle location. And he got 6 points there. Celebrated too early. Oh my gosh. I was hoping right side. We would have been amazing. We could go Taskmaster, though. Snap again. Get his bomb to move, mine to move as well. Here it is, guys. Let's get the W. I love Snap. I've had no time in my life. So busy. Son's getting to the age, a lot of stuff. He's in soccer. This has made me excited to play this right now. I'm loving it. Also, guys, I gotta say, you know, for those that watch, man, I love this channel, man. I love this channel, and I'm trying to figure out something that works well. You know, it's been insanely crazy to get. I mean, I'm nearly at 100. I'm getting close to 100K subs on a Rivals channel, which is just so wild. And just like the journey for both channels has been awesome. And I'm gonna find a way to do at least a couple videos here a week. It's all about time management, and I gotta get an editor because I do all my own stuff, so that doesn't help. All right, well, we got the victory. So there we go, nice and easy, and we get ourselves the dub. So there you guys have it. Those are the best decks, best cards that I think, especially day one. There's going to be other stuff that comes out. But it's a fun game mode, man. Fun game mode. We did, what, I don't know, 4 or 5 games, didn't lose. So it's all good fun. I have more videos out on the way, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. And as always, until the next one, guys, happy snapping.